Right, here we go. Welcome back to the channel and to another stream. And here we are then. We'll do some more power packing, I think, today on the GT7. And we'll see how much more can we get done on the power pack DLC. So down to the sailing ship and into a bit of power pack. Like I say, see how much of it we can do today. How many more wins can we get on the power pack DLC after our little run on it last Friday, and see how we're going to get on today. Got a few races done last Friday, but again, the stats are behind my camera, so you can't see what's going on. But to bring you up to speed, we did 6 races, and we've won 2 of them so far on the power pack DLC. And we've got, I can't see that, one, say one? I've got a speaker in the way of where it says all the stats on the screen. I can't, hang on. 1 reward out of 37, there we go. So 6 races won, 6 races finished, 2 won, and 1 reward so far on the DLC. So we'll do some more today and see how many more wins we can get and how much more of this we can open up on the power pack DLC. So again, not really a plan. No real strategy, just pick a race, pick an event, and just more or less go for it, really. So we'll zoom in a bit. What we done? So last Friday, we did this one, this one, this one, this one. We did this one, which we won. And we did this one, which we won as well. And we've opened up a few more bits here, there, and everywhere. I don't know, where should we go? Where should we go for the first power pack of the night? Bit of Alsace Village. We'll bet ourselves in a bit of Alsace Village. And we'll go into the Abarth 595. Let's do it. Let's get it off and underway. Right, the first race of the night. Bit of Alsace Village to come in. Right, heavily banked corners and elevation changes. Key here is to get the most out of the modest engine without losing too much speed. After all, loss in speed results in significant time loss. Okay, pretty simple. That's about it. Right, I think, again, the same as last week. We'll do a bit of practice, about, what, 10-15 minutes, get used to the car and the track. And then, yeah, quali, race, rinse, and repeat. And so, yeah, how many wins can we get today? Doing the DLC on the hard mode, or race on the hard mode. So that's probably why we're not winning very much on the DLC at the minute, but hopefully tonight we can turn the tide on it a bit and see how we get on. Right, quick practice in the Fiat, about 10-15 minutes, and we'll get on. If you've joined us, welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in for our Power Pack, second Power Pack DLC stream. Not been on it since Friday last week. Right, 10 minutes, get ready, get warmed up. Bit on that, get my TC turned off. It's my boot open again. Yeah, my boot's open again to cool the engine. On. Oh. it spin around, I think. A lot easier. About 1 or 2 flying laps then to get used to the car a bit. Don't like curbs though, flipping heck. No, not having that. That we'll just start again, I think, and then we'll go around again and set a run after that. This one could be good fun to start off with. What are they doing up there? 240s, but they sandbag in practice, don't they? The AI. Oh my days, I can't even get a lap here. Oh, it's going to be a long evening doing this. Blimey. Literally can't even get a lap on the track at the minute. They even turn around now. Come on, turn around. They're 5 miles an hour. But I need to be doing at least 1 lap without going off, otherwise we can't do the race, we can't do that. about 240 time speed at the top. Doesn't like that corner at all. Very understeery. Right, 238's not bad. .8 seconds quicker at the minute. Right, not too bad. Another good lap. Right, 2:36. Not bad. It's all right. 2:36. Coming in. 2 laps done. Right, so I think we're back ready. Do a bit of quali now. We could practice for another 45 minutes, but I don't think we've got time for that. So we'll... Right. I'm about ready for quali. Right, let's get into quali. And I think get straight on with it. 12 minutes, maximise the time, I think, what we want to do here. I'm still kind of learning it a little bit around Alsace and the Abarth. Right, 9 minutes. What's that? 2 laps? At least 2 laps, maybe 3. Get them. Two laps with time to spin off at least 3 times. Hit the barrier once or twice as well. Right, here we go. Right, 9 minutes, nearing up on the dot. Right, not a bad lap. 2:36, pretty good. Right, see if Magano can pull us around the lap in the slipstream, get a bit quicker maybe. Before the guys behind start putting in their PBs, knocking us down. That's back out. I'm going too slow. That plan kind of backfired a bit of getting the toe off Magging out. Hello Jack, welcome into the stream. Max tuning in, open all is well. Yes, look at the speed. Look out, world, here we come. Indeed, in the, what are we in? The Abarth with the boot open for cooling purposes. Oh yes. Everyone, watch out, here we come. Right, I need a bit of a gap. If I can get one, but somebody's coming up behind us. You're just going to have to wait now, sorry. I'm taking this position. Right, let's go again. .6 seconds to Mikhail Hizel on P1 234.8. On Abarth, look at that, 6/10. The hardest setting, yes, we are on the hard mode. Yeah, we're picking the cars that have got the 2 chilies on them, the hardest difficulty on every race, a bit like last week. Bit sketchy on there, then it went off. Oh, all my time's gone. Right, no one's on the track at the minute, so that could mean we get another lap in. Bit clear air as well. nearly quicker by a second, but still we need more than this to beat Mikhail's P1. Well, this would have to be it. 235.9. But we are in the 2 chitty car, the slowest car of the lot of them. But we still got front row in the worst car you can have on this race. But this is it. 3 laps of Alsace Village in the Abarth 595. Yeah, I mean, his hours in a Golf GTI, the 83. I mean, that pretty much explains it really nice and quick. Right. Let's get in. There we go. Three laps of Alsace Village coming up. Oh, classic. Oh, there's Peugeot there. Auto Bianchi, blimey. Renault R4 Mini Cooper. And there's Mikhail in a Golf 1983. Oh, there you go. Right, let's do it. Come on, Fiat. Let's do it. Very interesting indeed. The cars that are in here. God, I'm going to have to fight tooth and nail for this one. Box in a bit here. Oh, we're going to struggle up this hill, aren't we? Come on, little Fiat. It's going to be what it is. A mountain to climb to beat Mikhail and his 1983 Golf GTI from here. Not stopping. Right, it's pulled away 3.3 after just one lap. This could be a big win. I mean, this is it. Our foot is welded to the floor, and this is it. 90 miles an hour. That is it. Living the dream. And they're pretty quick as well behind us. Blimey. I think this is it. We can't beat that GTI, not in this Fiat, not a chance. Crazy quick. We are just finishing the race pretty much, best of the rest, that is it. I don't know why they've given his out a GTI on the hardest difficulty. I do wonder. Well, this is it. Second place. I don't know how we're going to do this in this car when we come back to it later on. No idea at the minute. But at least we start this week with a podium. But I think in reality, we got absolutely battered by Mikhail Hizal in a 1983 GTI Golf. 19 stars to start off with, but yeah, that race, a massive disadvantage in that car, to say the least. Hello Nitro, welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope it all is well. 98% on the classic campaign. We've got a few of the Group 3s to go, and they are hard. Yeah, some of them are quite difficult, those Group 3 races, but keep going, and I'm sure you'll get them done. Oh dear. Well, I'll say oh dear, not too bad. We've got 19 stars to start off, but that is rough, racing a GTI Golf in a Fiat Abarth. There you go. That's the power pack for you. Have a look. What's next? We've got credits. What are some of them? 100 grand. That opens up that way to Porsche Legends. Nice. We go this way. European Old Timers. Civic Race at Tokyo. We did that one last week, which was, it was good, not bad. But this one is the, what is it, south clockwise. The same Honda as last week for hard mode, the two chilies. Why not? Get in. I think we'll carry on. I think to just spare every one of us trying to beat Mikhail Hizal for about 3.5 hours on Alsace in the Fiat Abarth. We'll jump to Tokyo and do some, what we're doing, Civic Race 90s. Right, practice 10 minutes, get used to the car, get going. Oh, we've got a chicane up here, haven't we? This really funny chicane. Yeah, I remember this. Remember the track and what we're doing. A big thanks to Ibrahim for subbing to the channel. Appreciate it. And welcome to the channel. Right, so how much can we get on this one? I know this track, yeah, I kind of, I'd say I 75% know this track currently, the where it goes. We'll lift through there. Now, flat to the corner. was relatively alright, apart from the little bump in the barrier at the start of the lap. Don't jinx ourselves with the crash. Saying stuff like, we know the track. Well, this is it. I think this bit is the only bit that I'm not really that know it awfully well. This corner, look, a bit slower. Like going in pit lane. Unusual pit lane in a multi-storey car park. Oh. Car park underneath the offices. Wasn't bad through that. Well, this is it as well. At least if we do crash, there is the walls that are going to bounce us straight back onto the track again. So there is that on Tokyo. Right, that's quite good. 0.7 of a second. Loving life on Tokyo right now. 55.1. 51.1 rather. Now I've done 2 laps. I should know where it goes a bit more now. This corner, a bit slower. Not bad. A couple of mistakes in there, but half a second quicker. Not too bad. I think we'll get around it. We'll get through the race regardless of what happens on the other end of it. Although this lap, we are going quicker, so I might... Yeah, we're losing. Oh no. We could have gone, but... I shall return to the car park. Hello, Alan and Brendan. Welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hoping all is well. Joining us for a bit of power packing action today. I think I know where it goes. I know where the track goes enough to finish the race, and I think that's the most important thing. We're not trying to set world records or anything like that, are we? I think it's just a case of do the race and see what happens. Why not? Power packing. We need to be... Well, we could do practice for an hour, but I don't think we've got time to do an hour of practice on any of these, so... But it is going to be, yes, hard race. Hard race and elbows out to win as well, definitely. Oh, and the qualifier's only 10 minutes as well. We better get on then. Right, first hot lap of the session. Right, not too bad. 55.7 first lap in. 53 flat, but I think the AI is just getting warmed up. I think they're just getting started. Oh, bit of wall. Right, let's regroup in the pit lane. 55, 53 flat from us, 55 that they're doing at the minute. But I think, again, this is the new Sophie AI 3 on the Power Pack DLC, and they do not hang around. They sandbag in practice. They come out a bit more in qualifying, and then in the race, they are ridiculous. So, especially when you are in the too chilly car, as we are at the minute. Although last week they were a little bit off in qualifying, but then they just absolutely blitzed us in the race. And that happened a couple of times, so... 149s, possibly. Yeah, it can happen. It is possible. 5 minutes to go. Yep, thanks, Sarah. Well, I've gone into the 51s just now, so we need to get a move on. Four and a half minutes. Going to be close, a bit tight on the timings. Right, I need to have an absolute banzai qualifying lap right now. Here we go. This not quite on the same level, but Ayrton Senna Monaco 89 was it? When he out-qualified Alan Prost by 1.5 seconds. Not quite on that level, obviously. Oh, I've already gone in the first corner. We can save it, though. But even so, we need to be absolutely flawless down here. Losing time is not what we're looking for right now. 2.5 minutes. Right, 2 minutes, but this lap's going to have to go in the bin. $151.8. Again, it's Mikhail that's got pole position right now. get maybe, I don't know, third place, I reckon. 52 is third. Mighty session from the top two. They are quick tonight. We could have a few problems tonight on the Power Pack DLC. Don't make any mistakes. I think that is the... Well, we do. We're absolutely done in on this one. Guaranteed. 3 laps. I think just 3 laps there of just surviving, to be honest. I think just... of just trying to keep up as well. Add that in there as well. All in civics, but obviously ours is the hardest one. The 2 chili car. Here we go. Tension builds on the grid at Tokyo as Mikhail and Cockabun lock out the front row. How many more stars can we get in this one? Yeah, thanks to you guys for the good luck. Appreciate it. Let's do it a bit at Tokyo. 3 laps. Carnage and mayhem. Right, this is it. We can't hang around on this one. On the brakes. Bit late on the brakes. Whoa. Take it. Ambitious, but it worked. Right, 1.8 seconds. Right, here we go. Hello Silver, welcome into the stream, thanks for tuning in. Hope it all is well. Oh, you could absolutely fly through that chicane. You get the right kind of bounce off the curbs. You can send it through there. Bit lift through there this time. Oh, they're scampering off again into the distance on a Just have to do what's needed. Oh, brakes absolutely welded to the floor. A big thanks to Michael for subbing to the channel. Appreciate it, and welcome to the channel. That podium, get that, that'll do. Gonna have to do podium. And there it is, a podium. 18 stars, take that. Well, I don't know what's going on tonight, but those two in front of us, they are insane tonight. Ryoto Kokobun and Mikhail on these races. Blimey. It's quick, Soapy AI. What we do have, what we've got now, 147 stars. We've just done that one, so we'll do Bit of Road Atlanta is that one. Widow Springs, Brands Hatch, Sardinia, Rally, oh blind, that's going to be insane, rallying on Soapy AI 3. See how much of a punishment this one's going to be. Road Atlanta coming in. Let me guess, the 2 chili car is going to be, oh, the Mac 40, the same as last Friday, surprise, surprise. Let's get in Mac 40 Road Atlanta. But there we go. We are 1 sub away from 2250. Anyone out there wants to sub to the channel and get us there, that'd be massively appreciated. Get us to 2,250 subscribers. And again, big massive thanks. As always, all the support on the channel, hugely appreciated. We've got the Christmas schedule almost done. But before that, we need to learn the shapes of each corner. Apparently, there you go. And follow the black marks on the track. Gonna make things easier. There you go. Big thanks to GG's Alan, appreciate it. Well, this is it, Nitro. It could be. We got Sparks and Rory on the Power Pack DLC. They're just so quick. They're just so quick. Last week, again, in qualifying, they were kind of sandbagging a little bit. And then in the race, they were just rapid. And this one's going to be a bit similar. Let's get a bit of a feel for the car on Road Atlanta. But racing our tyres on. Some races are really hard silver. Even They are, but really, last week we had some really hard races on here last week on the Power Pack. And tonight is showing that it's not abating, it's not letting up. But hang on, I'm in the Mac 40, just be very careful. Hello Depot Dave, welcome to the stream, thanks for tuning in, appreciate it. Hope it's all is well. A big thanks as well for 2,250 subs, hugely appreciated. And welcome into the channel. Oh, the brakes on this car. And this thing's got, no, but 7 gears, got 6 gears, the Mac 40. Crikey, it's going kind of. Come on, this. Ugh. So best track nitro. It was oh yeah, it was the daily, wasn't it, recently? That you spent hours doing. Good track for you then, Road Atlanta. Right, 22, not too bad. Blimey. 21, not too bad. A bit like last week on Laguna's Sake, a bit of throttle can go in kind of on every corner, but don't stamp it on fully down. You just kind of ease it on without any problems on every corner, gently. Yep, thanks Nitro. Getting used to the car a bit, like I say, on this track. A bit like Laguna's Sake last week. .1, 1 minute 20 in qualifying is doable. Possibly doable. Right, so there we go. We are back at the pit lane. Just a case of cars like these, get the power on a little bit. Once you get the feel of the car, you know the back tyres are not going to spin as much. You put a bit more power in until you're pretty much out the corner, flat out really. I reckon I've got last week's run at Laguna Seca as practice as well, so we'll go and qualify at Road Atlanta. 10 minutes. It's Q3 once again. And big thanks to Dean Roberts for subbing to the channel as well. Appreciate it. And welcome to the channel. Right, let's get on it. It's Q3, Road Atlanta. I've got a bit of space on circuit. Very heavy though, that's the only thing about this car. Right, 22.6, the bank collapse from the from the AI. Right, 21.4, not too bad. Oh, it's just this first corner, like an absolute canoe, this thing. Then there you go. We'll take the billboard out with us. Gonna smoke these guys, hopefully. We'll get our first win of the night on the power pack. I think last week, on the goodness sake, in this car, we had the race under relatively good control, but then we, in Astroza, I think it was, got past us, and then that was it. We were just, yeah, stuck behind him. And we couldn't do anything about it. Oh, go on, Kratz, off you go. You're on a quick lap. I'm not. Got space to... I think we should be alright to go again from where we are. Right, let's go. Coming through, I'm on a lap. I need to have bought this one because the rats are in the way. Or there's two directly or close to us, three there. Three minutes to go, 1 second on the pole at the minute. Might be enough. Oh, traffic. Off it on the curb there. It's the Mach 40, 1969. Mach 1 Mustang with the mid-engine. But it's got a 2009 Ford GT with a supercharger on it as well. Maybe why the car is so a bit all over the place if you're not too careful with it. I think that's going to be... Oh, that was close. That was nearly a red flag. Oh, we've stopped in a really precarious position. Let's try and get in pit lane. No one's coming. No. That will have to be it. Is it enough? Benelli is out on the track. Enestrosa, Solis and Kratzer, though, are in the pit lane. 18 seconds to go. So Benelli can take it. But they're a second behind. They might be able to take it. Well, that does explain it with the 4GT engine. Especially if the engine is supercharged. That's... the car can be a bit volatile if you're not too careful. Mid-rear drivetrain as well. Sun setting around Atlanta. We're going to speed it up a bit. Benelli has crossed the finish line. So, there we go. Our first pole position of the night. Thank you, Sarah. We are on P1. But now I've got to wrestle this thing round 5 laps. Crikey. 5 laps. In a 1969 Mach 1 Mustang 4GT. Supercharged, blimey. Right, have a look. Benelli is in a Mach 40. But the rest of them are going to be in the other... the cars that have got the other chilies on them. So they're easier. Well, there we go. Cue the Ibiza in the club. Here we go. Rolling start. Oh, the SRT Demon, that would have been an absolute nightmare as well. But they give us the Mach 40 instead. Another SRT Demon. Right, rolling start. Let's go for it. Gonna be leading them away. Yep, thanks, Alan. Appreciate it. Yep, cheers, Nitro. Appreciate it as well. We are going from the front in this one. Hopefully, we'll stay here as the race goes through. Just over half a second behind. It is in Astroza, that last week that's there as well. Right with us. But Drama, second place, has spun out behind us. We're not sure what's happened, but the gap has gone out to nearly 2 seconds now. And that must be why. There has been an incident behind us. Don't miss that corner. There we go. First one of the night on the power pack. 20 stars, get in. Hello Derek, welcome into the stream. Max tuning in, open all is well. Yep, good, thanks. So everything's well on your end. Yes, the numbers still pushing. Still pushing on. All going rather well at the minute. Oh yes, the clean sweep pole position, fastest lap, and the clean race. There we go. I don't think I've got space for the replays. The game will start doing funny stuff if I save any more what I've got on this account. This is the main account. I've got a lot of stuff on here, an awful lot of stuff on the main account that we're doing the power pack on. But the AI was trying too hard, and well, there was an incident in the race. But yeah, this account is full, I think, at the minute, of replays, pictures, all sorts on here at the minute. Yeah, thanks to GG's, Alan, appreciate it as well. And it begs the question, where do we go next? Porsche Cup Legends. How much of it have we done? We're going to start going out, aren't we? We've got the rally at Sardinia, that one. I think, get this out of the way. I think this one's going to be a very tough race. What's the 2 chili car? Yeah, Stratos. I don't know, it might be alright. It might be alright. Might be surprised. But you saw it in the rear view. I was concentrating. I didn't even notice it until you said it in the chat. I wasn't even aware that they're taking each other out. Concentrating in that one. And this one that might be the same. How is Sophie AI 3.0 off-road? I'm guessing very, very fast. Right, very quick practice in the Lancia. That's the only issue with like replays and stuff, because Gran Turismo 7 doesn't actually utilize your entire PlayStation 5 hard drive for game saves and stuff. When you have too many replays, the game doesn't work properly, and it can crash quite a bit, and things don't load properly either. Skid, spin. Oh, there's 2 cars coming, 3 cars coming, 4 cars coming. I'm in the way. No one's coming over there. Skid in a spin. Nope, not quite. It's a bit on that. Lost it again. We got the gist of it mostly. But use a controller for the dirt rather than the... Yeah, it can be a lot of steering involved on the rally. And I'm not exactly Tommy Mackinnon, Carlos Sainz senior levels on rally. This one might just be get it done and then move on. We're going to be doing a lot of this, I think, in the race. Take it that's the car making that rattling noise. Yes, it's the car making that rattling noise. No dramas, no panic. A lot of it was both trying to get in the pit lane then, but I was too close. Oh dear. Oh well, we got in the pit lane. Oh, that's one for the bloopers. Oh, is it straight? They don't stop. Okay. We'll go back in pit lane then. Right, we'll just go straight into quali. Why not go for it? 10 minutes. 10-minute quali. I think we're going to need to maximise this entire 10 minutes. I bet he's got an imprint of the steering wheel on his face. Well, a bit of an impact. I wasn't looking at the... I thought the pit wall wasn't going to stick out as much, but it turned out it did. And that's where we ended up. Right, let's try a hot lap in the Lancia. through. I'm quicker. About 32. Not hit the wall there, little embankment rather. Let's get a bit of space on it. I was going to say space on the track, but it's very busy on there at the minute. But we are 32.3, 5.5 minutes to go. Let's give it a try. Let's get on to the hot lap space behind us. Oh, traffic tries to go around it. Right, back out of this one then as well. Need space to do like a proper YOLO lap if we can. Two are coming up behind us. Let them go if they get anywhere near us. I lost all the time anyway. A race through to get the lap done first. I think that's what it is here. They're still not improved though, so we might be alright to go through as we are. Gonna get traffic on this lap as well, aren't we? I'm pretty sure we are. Well, we're done. See what they're going to do, the Sophie. And that is it. Pole position by quite a way. Nearly 3 seconds faster. But the race is 5 laps. Could be fun. I can't see. If it is, then it's... If it is as easy as what qualifying's made it out to be, then that's a bonus thing. Can't see the race being as straightforward though, but you never know. Just try push the pace from the off. Yep, cheers Alan. Here we are on the pole. Can we convert it to get our second win of the night on Power Pack? Right, 18 runners in this one. This is it. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, almost spun it out then. It's going in the wall. Last gone round. Actually, I've actually stopped on the corner. Right, one lap to go. No mistakes. Pull away now. And there we are. 20 stars. I thought that one was be a bit harder than that one, but it was easier than I thought it was going to be. But we do it. Another 20 stars. Pole position, fastest lap, and the clean race bonus. Right, another one done. We'll have a look at we'll go back on asphalt, I think, for the next one. That is so that's the rally. The rally parts of the, going down towards Group C memories. We get down to there. This is Brands Hatch GP. We could possibly complete this route, so bit of Brands Hatch GP. The Julius Sprint is the 2 chili car. Let's get in. So I think that's our 3rd win of the run today. So yeah, how many wins can we get on Power Pack? We've had 3 wins, I believe. We are going to be doing a couple more at least. So there is a chance to get 5 or more and see if 38% on the poll are correct or not. We could add to it with this one on Brands Hatch, the Julius Sprint. Brands Hatch, very narrow. Let's try control your speed at Brands Hatch. I also believe, as Sarah's not mentioned it, I also believe that James Hunt was disqualified from Brands Hatch in 76. I think it was 76. And there was a bit of a protest that the fans weren't happy that that James had been disqualified from the British Grand Prix, and they had a bit of an uproar about it at Brands Hatch. I don't think he was. I think he was disqualified from. I think it was Harama in 76, and then he got reinstated, I think, later in the season. I can't remember. But I think definitely Brands Hatch one year, he was disqualified in the 70s, and the fans were not happy that James Hunt was out of the Grand Prix at Brands Hatch. Or was it might have been that, or it might have been a restart or something that he wasn't allowed to take. Then the fans kicked off, and then he was put back in to the Grand Prix. One of those two things, I think, off the top of my head. Right then, bit of practice in the Julia. See how it works on Brands Hatch. And get on with it. We're doing the Grand Prix circuit. I'll have to follow this car here for the first lap then. Just go around you, there you go. It's alright, this one. The car's the same as Suzuka last week, so no from there. But we've done 37 flat, so a bit of a benchmark qualifying. I think we're good to go on this one. There's not much point in doing laps and practice if you don't have to, don't need to. I think we're pretty good to go on this one, to be fair. We'll go to qualifying. Right, the practice is over. Let's get qualifying on Brands Hatch Grand Prix. At a race of 4 laps. Right, it's time to quali. 10 minutes. Track's relatively clear. Get a good run at it then. First lap. There it is, 37.2. That's the benchmark. 35, 36. Have to back out, get some space. Got enough space behind us. Let Killian Drummond go up on his way. Should be enough. Not going to catch him on that thing. Not too bad, half a second up. Ooh, I'm trying to go quicker, but just pushing the boundaries a bit. Two minutes, 1.5 on the pole might be enough. But last week, again at Suzuka, in this race category, it was pretty simple in quali. The race, anything but. Right, 2 minutes. Oh, a bit deep there. Go for it. I want a quicker lap. I'm going to lose all the time though, but no, not to worry. I think we've done enough. Across the line. .35.6. Oh, it's on speed up qualies running out. Miyazono is on the track, but can they improve? No, they can't. And that is it. That is the P1. On Brands Hatch. Right, 4 laps of Brands Hatch GP. Avoid the traffic. Take things at our own pace. And hopefully we'll get, I believe, win number 4 on the power pack today. So, cue the music. Let's get ready to rumble on Brands Hatch. Could be interesting. Got last week at Suzuka, it wasn't too bad. They kind of sat back a bit on the first couple of laps and then they came into it from there. See how it goes on this one. Alright, it's ready to go. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, steady-ish first lap. well, fallen them back a little bit. They just keep the pace of the thing. Oh, missed that corner. What? Just about hanging on. But there they are. They're going to catch us a little bit now. Right, it's the final lap. Whatever it is, this must be the easy row on the power pack. That's why all these races are coming through the way they are. 20 stars in the bag. We must be on the easy row or something currently on the power pack. And as you branch out further afield, the harder it gets. With the clean sweep, job done. I think we've done it. We've got 5 wins on the power pack today. We've got at least 4. Pretty sure at least 4 we've got. Quite possibly 5. And I think we could possibly, if it is 5, we could make it 6. I've got time to do 1 more, I think, on the DLC. We'll claim this reward. Skyline GTR tuned. Nice. Get in the garage. And that opens up all Group C memories. I think a relatively short race for the last one. We've not been to the Nürburgring yet today. Okay, but maybe another time on that one. Relatively short race, shortish. What's this one? One's 4 laps. Yeah, go on then. This one's a shorter one. And again, the 2 chili car is the Carrera from last week. That is a bit of a handful, but we'll get the hang of it on Monza. Welcome to practice. Again, a new session to find optimal braking points and your driving line. And that's it. Right, Monza, been doing this since, F1 1997 on the PS1. So, should know by now where it goes. I'll get the car dialed in and go from there. The car is a bit of a handful based on last week's Porsche encounter. Pretty sure it's a too chilly car for a reason. Brakes nice and early. And hello, G-Man Zebra, welcome into the stream, back to tuning in. Thanks for GLHF as well, appreciate it. And aboard as well. It goes steady. It's a bit on the curbs as well as Porsche. We've got a few of them around here. Right, 1 or 2 laps, gang of it a little bit. We'll break a bit early for the chicane here. Not too bad. It's alright, Porsche. Nürburgring last week, it was a little bit on the first couple of corners. Just brake early enough for the chicanes. Maybe not there. It's going to go around, but not really, just about. Oh, it's going to go around. No, it isn't. But I think we're relatively happy with that, really, from last week. So we'll go to quali, a quick refresh of the car. Right, so we'll go and qualify. 11 minutes at Monza. Right, let's get straight on with it. Oh, it's going round. Well, 9 minutes to go. Right, 206. I'll beat that. If we're on pole by 9.3 seconds, I will be, well, I'll be very, very, very surprised. Not in the too chilly car. Are we going to be on pole by 9.3 seconds? No way. Well, that's the only time they've done so far. 210 though, coming in there. Right, 203. Right, 156. Now the times are coming in. Scott curb. 56.9. Hope we can keep going with that. Right, 6/10 off at the minute. Yeah, keep going. That just pulled me off. Oh. Going off again. Can't get around the track now. Can't drive anymore. What's going on here? Right, 3 minutes to try and knock Serrano off P1. Going around again. Oh, I just can't drive anymore. That's it. All my driving's run out for today. Seems that way. Now I've lost the position to Illustrosa. Right, this is it. Not quite got within the 10th. Very clumsy qualifying session there. Probably the worst quality of the night by an absolute country mile. But we are on the front row against Jose Serrano. So Serrano's in a GT3 2009. We've got Inestrosa behind us in a 911 Turbo 2020. And a GT3 RS just behind that. Could be tough, this one. Well, cue the music. Here we go. I think last week at the Nürburgring, it was a case of getting front and then just block them. Standing start, narrows it down a bit of a chance at the first corner, first chicane. Zip, go. There, nearly went off. So car's trying to pull me off. I turn the wheel anyway, so it's just going to throw us straight in the barrier. Spin out once and it's over. Right, Serrano 2 seconds in front. Hello KCM, welcome into the stream, back to tuning in. Hoping all is well. We've got 2 laps to go. That's Inestrosa. That is Inestrosa taking the initiative. Oh, that's... Oh, race is gone. We're not going to catch up now. Yeah, TC flashing there, but it's turned off. Right, we survive one more lap and maybe get a podium. We're not going to win. Not, well, we're going to win the race anyway. This one's a bit of a stinger in the 2 chitty car. Maybe get a podium though on the final lap. That's going through again. Right, don't go off with the chicane. We can maybe get a P3. Oh, contact. Don't spin me out. I'll tap P4. Should hang on to P4. Unless Poloro is going to slow down up here drastically, but I can't see it happening. There we go, P4. We must have moved on to one of the harder rows on the power pack. I think about 17 stars to add to the collection. And there we are. 4th place at Monza. Crikey, some of these races, they are quick. There's Sophie AI on the power pack. And some of these races are really hard on here. So 4th place on that one. That unlocks that Dragon... Oh, that'll be... Oh, crikey. That Porsche on the chicane of death. I think we'll just... as the saying goes, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I think on that one, which goes through this way towards GT1, and some credits and whatnot on there. Well, there we go. Our power pack is, again, the numbers are behind my camera, so you can't see what's going on. But 12 wins, so 12 races rather, 5 wins now on the power pack DLC. Doing it all on the 2 chili cars, the hardest setting you can do it on. So not too bad, really. We've won these 3 down here. We've got a win up here. It says that we've won 5. So where's the other one? Oh, there. That one on Nürburgring as well. And we've got these to do. Bit of rally. Start off racing at Daytona. Go to Group C down there. FF Tuning Battle. This one, Nürburgring Tourist. Porsche up there. We can do Civics elsewhere. Lots to do on the power pack. I've got 224 stars. Pretty good on the DLC. So we'll do a bit more of the power pack as and when. We'll see what's occurring. No price spin. The ticket was done before the stream by accident. So no price spin. I think it was a 3-star roulette for parts. I think it was, so not very terribly exciting. But noticing the new cars, they're normally gone by now, the new cars and the legend cars and whatnot. But these ones are still in. And I think it's because of the menu book up here. So this menu book has got 2 days to go. So once this menu book finishes, I reckon then the new cars will go to limited stock in the legend cars and the used car dealership. So I'd say if you want these cars and don't have them as of yet, 2 days, I think. I'm not too sure, but I think that menu is the reason why they're still there. Because normally they're gone by now, aren't the new cars and the updates? They come in for about a week or so and then they're gone again. But these ones have hung around for a bit, and that is quite possibly why. So have a look and see. I've got them, so not to worry on our end. But yeah, just in case you are looking for those particular cars. But that is it from us for today. Like I say, we can't do the ticket because I've done it already. But that is it from us for today from the Power Pack DLC. Big thanks, as always, for tuning in. Much appreciated. And big thanks for all the support that we've had on the channel this week. Absolute heroes, absolute superstars on the channel this week. Big, massive thanks for all the support, all the likes, all the new subs as well. Absolute heroes, massively appreciated. And if you are new to the channel, do feel free to like and subscribe. Would be much, much appreciated. And what we now? Friday. We'll be back Monday, all being well. Christmas week on Monday. Lots to do, lots to get through over Christmas. I'm hoping we'll get through most of what I want to do over the Christmas period. They've got, yeah, loads of stuff to do on the channel. Not just streaming wise, but we've got bits on the back end as well for 2026 that we're working on as things stand. So I'm hoping that we can get it all sorted out with, yeah, lots to do on the channel over Christmas. Exciting times ahead. Yeah, peace out, Nitro. Big thanks for tuning in. As always, much appreciated. So yeah, the Christmas week, it starts on Monday with the new daily races. And then it goes on from there. So Monday, new dailies, the first stream of the Christmas week. So busy, busy times ahead on the channel. So until then, do like, do subscribe, do take care. When my mouse is working. And now that I know where the redirect button moved to on my stream, I can see, I can in a minute, I can see you to raid. Now that I found where the button moved to on my back end of the stream. So in closing out today's stream, we shall go to I think the one and only. The one and only. Let's get the one and only. Yill in on the action. Daily races. Save. Done. So, all been well, you should end up over at Yill. Absolute hero. Do like and sub to Yill if you're new to his channel. I'm sure he'd very much appreciate it. I shall close the poll as well. So, Yeah, I think we won at least, we'll say at least 3. So we won at least 3 races tonight on Power Pack, which is pretty good. So we'll see how many more we can win as we go through. Well, yeah, through the notions with it, really. Power Pack, good fun. But doing it on hard mode, we are at a bit of a disadvantage, but, you know, it's all part of the fun. So, that said, I shall pop you off over to Yield, and I'll be back on Monday for the new dailies. Big thanks for tuning in. Once again, big thanks for all the support on the channel this week. Absolute heroes, absolute superstars. Big thanks from me once again. And I will see you on Monday for the new daily races. Until then, have a good weekend, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye.